We counted them down all year, and now it's time for the top plays of 2023-24, Part 1. We begin at number 50 with Dominick Visintin returning this interception 44 yards for a touchdown in the football team's win at Montclair State. At number 49, playing at number 1 singles, it's Kety Gaidamashvili winning this point as part of her 6-love 6-2 victory, helping women's tennis to a 9-0 shutout of Penn State Burks. And that point lasted longer than this wrestling bout. Andrew Loniewski, in just the third bout of his career, the eventual Centennial Conference runner-up at 141, pins his Penn State Barron opponent in just 9 seconds. At number 47, we go do-do-do-do. It's the Adams family scoring off of set pieces, first for the men, Kevin Adams heading in the long kick against Haverford, and then for the women's team, Abby Adams, not related, putting in the rebound for the lone goal in the women's soccer 1-0 win against FDU Florham. At number 46 at the F&M Spring Invitational, Alex McCauley hit a 9-iron, that close to the hole, and then taps it in for a birdie too. At number 45, 2 long sticks combining on a goal in the men's lacrosse win against McDaniel. It's Brendan Lavarra passing off to Luke Schwartzberg for the goal. At number 44 in the far court, it's freshmen Josh Simon and Harrison Neff playing number 2 doubles against Penn State Burks, and in winning this nice point, the Mules won the match 8-1. At number 43, Nicole Steiner scored 67 goals on the season, and it helps when you pile them up quickly. Steiner scoring 8 goals against both Drew and Kane, only the second Mule with 2 8-goal games in one season.
Handoff goes to Dunn. Dunn through the line. Oh, it's still on his feet. He's going to find the end zone. Unsure how in the world he did that, as it looked like he was down around the 10-yard line.
Unsure how in the world he did that either, but that was Amari Dunn at number 42 with the touchdown at Gettysburg. And at number 41, all season it was sophomores Erin DiSandro and Abba Diglio scoring for the field hockey team, the top 2 scorers in the Centennial Conference. DiSandro with 31 points on 11 goals and 9 assists, Diglio with 30 points on 12 goals and 6 assists. At number 40 in the men's lacrosse game against Scranton, it's senior Ryan Mahy scoring this goal behind the back.
Yep, Scranton was up by 8 goals. On the crease, behind the back!
And from Ryan Mahy, we go to Ryan Fairchild at number 39 with 2 overtime takedowns for sudden victories. First this one in an upset against a regionally ranked opponent against Ursinus, and then this one at the Centennial Conference Championships in the semifinals against McDaniel. That got Fairchild into the final. He would finish in second place at 184. And from Ryan Fairchild to Jenny Ryan in the volleyball team's match at Dickinson, it's Ryan diving to make this save, and eventually Christina Marcin will finish the point with a kill. The Mules won 3-1 en route to clinching a Centennial Conference playoff berth. At number 37, a minute 40 left, and it's Katie McGrath in the women's basketball game at Washington College, making a 3-pointer and one. She makes the free throw to give the Mules a 39-38 lead.
That's a high fly ball left field, and it's a grand slam for the Mules. The Greyhounds.
At number 36, that's junior Kaya Mahy hitting a grand slam home run against Moravian, and she wasn't done with the slams. She hit another grand slam 3 weeks later in the Centennial Conference playoff win at Washington College. Mahy, the first player in Muhlenberg softball history with 2 grand slams in the same season. At number 35, it was quite the senior day for baseball senior Ryan Riccio against Johns Hopkins. He made these 2 outstanding catches in center field.
Riccio leaps and makes the catch, picking from the stretch.
And he also hit a home run.
This one out to deep left field, and that is gone. Home run for Ryan Riccio.
At number 34, playing in the final home game of her career, 15:42 remaining, women's soccer tied with Ursinus 1-1, and it's Casie Burke from the top of the box, turning and shooting for the winning goal in the Mules' 2-1 win. At number 33, we go to the Armory and freshman Maya Richwine.
This is close. How close? No, not in the end. It's lane 4. Maya Richwine from Muhlenberg. A PR for Maya, 9:15, the winning time. Very nice.
Yes, that was quite nice indeed. And so is this. At number 32, Tim Buda reaching out to make this 24-yard touchdown reception with just 2:43 left in the football game against Johns Hopkins. That reception tied the game at 28-28. At number 31, it's Mikayla DeMichele reaching up with her stick to make this incredible defensive save at Franklin and Marshall. At number 30, baseball against Ursinus, tied 7-7, bottom of the 10th inning, and it's Thomas Pranzo with the single to left center. Coming in to score is Ryan Riccio. The Mules win the game 8-7. It's the 4th straight year the Mules have recorded a walk-off win against Ursinus. At number 29, men's soccer home playoff game against Dickinson, 11-12 remaining in the second half, Mules leading 1-0, and it's senior Andrew Gaines heading in this cross for his first goal of the season. That gives the Mules a 2-0 lead, and it proved to be the game-winning goal. The Mules went on to win 2-1 en route to the Centennial Conference Final. At number 28, women's basketball at home against Washington College, shot clock winding down, and off the miss, the shot doesn't hit the rim. It's Megan Winter lunging out of bounds to make the save back to Rachel Saxton, who banks in the 3 at the shot clock buzzer. At number 27, how about some great goalie saves for men's soccer, Ben Mulford. For women's soccer, Sara Pecorelli. And for men's lacrosse, Stephen Krug.
Passing there, and Krug with a terrific.
Had a chance to shoot. Krug there. It's bouncing towards the goal.
At number 26, men's basketball at McDaniel, tied 60-60, just over 2 minutes remaining, and it's Giovanni Rubino slipping the passing lane and going in for this steal and layup to give the Mules a 62-60 lead. They would go on to win 69-60. It was part of a memorable season for Rubino, who was a regular on Plays of the Week after making moves like this one, and this one, en route to scoring his 1,000th career point during the year. And that's a wrap on part 1 of Plays of the Year, Plays 50-26. Have you seen your favorite play yet? If not, it could be in part 2, Plays 25-1, coming soon. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Mules.